Imagine being famous worldwide, adored by fans everywhere, and recognized for your iconic voice. Then, all of a sudden, God puts your identity at stake. It is the reality for Celine Dion, who is battling a rare syndrome. You all know her name and voice, but there is so much more to her story. Behind the scenes, away from the bright lights and adoring fans, Celine has been fighting a battle that few knew about until recently. Celine Dion is one of the best-selling French-language artists in music history. She has built an extraordinary career and cemented her status as an international superstar. She has captivated audiences worldwide with over 1,100 shows during her 16-year Las Vegas residency. Fans went crazy for her songs like The Power of Love and My Heart Will Go On. She has a unique ability to convey deep emotion through her music. But what happens when that very instrument begins to fail?
Tell me the truth. Tell me it's over. I'll be fine. Because living in the dark, it's worse than dying.
In August 2022, Celine was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, nearly 6 years after losing her beloved husband, René Angelic, to throat cancer. The syndrome is a rare neurological disorder that affects 1 in a million people. This life-altering illness has presented her with severe muscle spasms, difficulty walking, and challenges with her breathing and singing voice. For Celine, her voice, her lifelong companion, was at risk. For the past 17 years, Celine has been quietly dealing with mysterious symptoms that have affected both her body and her voice. What started as minor issues gradually became more severe, ultimately leading to a diagnosis that explained her struggles. Celine first went public about her diagnosis in December 2022, after years of health struggles that began to worsen over time. Despite the pain and challenges, Celine finds strength in her 3 sons, René Charles, 23, and 13-year-old twins Nelson and Eddie. "My kids started to notice," she shared in a recent interview. "They already lost their dad, and I didn't want them to be scared. I told them, Mom has a condition, but I'm not going to die. It's something I'm going to learn to live with." Her journey with stiff person syndrome is documented in her new Prime Video documentary, I Am Celine Dion, directed by Oscar-nominated filmmaker Irene Taylor. The documentary is a love letter to her fans and showcases her constant efforts to return to the stage, despite the pain and difficulties controlling her voice. Back in 2019, Celine was preparing to resume her Courage World Tour, but the COVID-19 pandemic and her worsening symptoms forced her to delay and eventually cancel the tour in May 2023. This decision was heartbreaking for Celine, who missed the stage deeply. Over time, keeping her condition hidden became a burden for Celine. Celine had to cancel performances, including the debut of her new Las Vegas show, because of intense muscle spasms. The pain and fear were overwhelming, but she did not want to let her fans down. "I'm going to go back on stage, even if I have to crawl, even if I have to talk with my hands," Celine said with determination. "I am Celine Dion because I want my voice to be heard again today. It's not just because I must or need to, but because I want it and miss it." Her courage in sharing her story is inspiring. Amid the challenges, Celine remains hopeful about her future. "I want to go back on stage. I need to know if I can. My fans deserve to know what is happening," she says. Despite her condition, she continues to undergo intense physical therapy and vocal rehabilitation, determined to make a comeback. She regrets not addressing her health concerns sooner, but now she is taking control and learning to live with stiff person syndrome. She may be facing one of the toughest battles of her life, but her spirit remains unbroken. Her story reminds us all that no matter the obstacles, our voices can always be heard. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more such updates. See you in the next one.